Hey guys, this is Sameer for Digit.in and I'm at the HP booth where we're going to take a look at not only the HP Elite X3 smartphone that was just announced, but a lot of other cool features that are with it. And since it would take me a lot of time to explain everything to you, I have with me Sohail, who's actually going to run us through all the features of the HP Elite X3, not only the smartphone, the Continuum dock, and of course a very, very cool laptop housing for it as well. So it's let's get started with the phone. Can you just talk about the specs and what it brings to the table and why Windows Phone?
Absolutely, absolutely. So what you're seeing here is really a best-in-class Windows device. We've taken a lot of time to figure out how do we give you a great Windows device that is not available in the market today. So you're looking at a 6-inch 2K display with Qualcomm's 820 Snapdragon, really snappy processor. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM. It's going to have 64 gigabytes of storage. And as you see from the way the device is created, it's really meant to be a premium device, right? Great industrial design on it. It has a iris scanner in the front, which means you can unlock this device with your eyes.
So it's essentially like the recognition that Windows 10 has in the desktop.
That's right, exactly. But with Qualcomm and Iris, it's actually best in class even in that. We'll have a fingerprint scanner in the back, so you can do either fingerprint or you can do Iris when you do an unlock.
But that'll be on the final version.
That's right. Yeah. So of course the caveat here is you're seeing some very early devices because we wanted to launch this and announce this early.
Yeah.
But the device is also designed for enterprises. So this device is going to be IPS67 certified, which means it's going to be waterproof up to a meter.
Okay.
It's also going to be dust and ruggedized, basically.
Okay.
So it's really meant to be for that person who's on the go all the time. And with the biggest battery for a Windows device on the market, at 4,150 milliamps, it's really meant for it to last as long as you really want to work, right? Now, what we've done though is we've taken a great device, as you see here, we've really enabled also a great PC experience. With that, we've designed this desktop, which enables you to have a dock at your home or at your office, which has a full Ethernet port in the back. It has 2 USB ports and a USB Type-C port. So it really allows you to plug in the devices you have now, but it also is future-proof. So as new Type-C accessories come into the market, this is going to work with that as well. And this is you're seeing Continuum, of course. So as soon as you do that, you get a great Continuum experience. I will note that with Qualcomm's 820, you're going to see significantly better Continuum experience than you're seeing today on some of the Windows devices. This is faster, or 40% faster. So,
just to tell our viewers out there that this is just a generic display, one of your better HP displays. It's actually the Continuum dock that you have out here. This isn't the one that Microsoft showed off. This is something that you guys have.
It's an HP exclusive dock, and really designed. It's really designed with the corporate environment in mind. It's weighted, so it stays very stable. It doesn't move. The device itself has 2 front speakers, which are going to be B&O certified, so you're going to get some really premium sound out of this. It also has 3 microphones, so you get noise cancellation, and you get one of the best conference experiences out there. So you could be sitting, working on an email here, and having a live conference call, a Skype call going with no problem, and it's going to be a really great quality experience. So you start to see we're giving you a device, but we're also giving you an environment where you get a great PC experience, right? And the thing that this provides is a better docking experience, but what's brand new for us is a laptop-shaped dock. So for the first time, we've taken Continuum and brought it into a laptop experience where you get a very, very slim laptop. This is thinner than the MacBook Air. It's about 900 grams in weight, so it's very light. But for everything we've taken out from our best PCs, we've put back in a much larger battery. This battery will last you 2 full days of work. What you see in the display that you're seeing here is it's really a 11-inch laptop size, but we've been able to fit a 12.5-inch display. So very thin bezels, but a very nice device to work on the go. So now you can take your phone and work on the train or in a cafe and continue working Continuum whenever you like.
So just to be very clear, like the phone's sitting out there, it isn't connected with a wire to this. You can connect it via USB Type-C, but it also connects wirelessly.
That's correct, that's correct.
What's the wireless technology that you are using?
So we use Miracast for display, we use Wi-Fi Direct for the keyboard and the mouse, and the great thing with Wi-Fi Direct is you get absolutely no lag. So even you can have the device in your pocket and at the same time continue working. You never have to pull your phone out of your pocket.
Yep. And also, since this has a battery that you said can last for up to 2 days, that means that when I connect it via USB-C, it charges my phone.
That's right. It's also a power bank for you, basically. It has 2 speakers on the back, so you get great sound again, B&O certified. It will also have a microphone, so you can also do conference calls and things on it if you like, via your phone.
All right. Okay. So now coming back, of course, to the biggest feature that you guys are showcasing for corporates. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I mean, let me set the stage, right? What you've seen so far is a great device, great mobile device, dual SIM, best in class in terms of features. We're giving you 2 docks that now can let you use this either as a desktop with a great keyboard and mouse and display, or as a laptop. But the thing that I really want to sort of convey to you is this can become your only device, your only PC. Yep. And for that, what we want to do is enable a way for you to run any application. The applications that you depend on today that you use on your laptop, we wanted to bring to this device.
Okay.
Now, as you know, today this is going to run any universal app. So anything that supports universal and supports the big screen display, it's going to work. What is not going to be supported, of course, is applications that are full desktop applications. Yep. So Photoshop, anything that requires an actual PC. But we have introduced a product called HP Workspace. And HP Workspace is going to let you run any application that is a PC app directly in Continuum, and for the first time get a multi-window experience in Continuum. So what you're seeing here, for example, is Workspace in action. You have a full version of Skype running. You have Excel running. You have Evernote. You have a calculator. All of these are full desktop applications that run just like your PC. But we've actually gone further and simplified the experience. So here, for example, you, instead of seeing your traditional PC with start menu and control panel and all these things, you get a very simplified experience. It's like an app store. You go and pick the apps you want, you click on them, and they launch. So we've taken your PC, left all the powerful parts, and simplified everything else. All of this is happening because we're able to do this in the cloud. So when you get an account with us with Workspace, all of your application run on a super fast supercomputer in the cloud, which means it doesn't really matter where you're running it, when you're running it, it's going to run at their best. So if you want to run Photoshop, we'll give you the graphics you need. If you want to run regular applications, we'll give you the processing you need.
And just to be clear that you guys don't have an app catalog as of now, as of launch, like you said, when we were talking before we started this recording, it's going to be the consumers are just going to drag and drop their apps into the Workspace and they get installed on the cloud. So is it possible for you to show the process of installing?
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. So the thing for us was, how do we take the power of the cloud but make it extremely simple? So let's say I wanted to install OneNote. I could find it from my catalog here. I click on install. Within a couple of seconds, that application is being installed on the server for you. And a couple of seconds later, we've made it available now as one of the apps. And now you click on it, and OneNote is going to launch just like a regular application. Now, of course, this is a demo environment, so it gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. But what this means is you can run full version of OneNote right here at this point. Now, as you know, we're the #1 PC maker in the world. We ship 2 PCs every 2 seconds, right? We've taken our channels in that space, and we're going to target this for enterprises. So our goal for this to launch with is to go to enterprises and say, this can become your primary PC, right? So this catalog will also be able to be controlled by an enterprise. They can come in and say, here are the applications we want within this experience, and they'll have a very simple drag and drop experience to do that. But eventually, smaller and smaller companies can also get it.
So we're actually going crazy with a lot of requests for the price. Is any of the pricing announced for either the Elite X3 or the dock or the laptop, or any of the pricing announcements?
Yeah, that's the hardest thing for me as well. So not yet, and we are working really hard to get that price out to you. The important thing to know about pricing is our focus is not going to be just on the device, although a lot of Windows enthusiasts love that, right? It's going to be about the complete experience. How do we get you a phone, the dock, the laptop, all of these things together, so that you can really look at this as your PC replacement.
So can you just talk about a few specifications of the phone, the processor, RAM, battery, what we covered, just to reiterate it, because our users are asking us that question, along with the camera?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I mean, we already talked about the fact that it's going to have the Qualcomm's latest 820 Snapdragon processor, which, by the way, has a dedicated GPU, right? So that's pretty amazing, and almost first ever in the mobile space where you have your own GPU available, right? Besides that, it's going to come with 64 GB of internal storage. The micro SD slot is going to support up to 2 terabytes of extendable storage. So you never almost need to worry about running out of storage on this device. The display itself is 2K. We have Gorilla Glass 4 on the front, so almost the best in class from a protection perspective. What you're seeing, of course, is 2 front speakers. All of them will be B&O certified, so you get great sound quality out of this. 3 microphones with noise cancellation, so best in class again from a communication device perspective. The front-facing camera is 8 megapixels. The back is 16 megapixels. But the unique thing here is we are going to focus on stability quite a bit more. We'll try to push the bar there. I also mentioned the front-facing iris scanner, so you can unlock your device with your face.
And is it water or dust proof?
That's right, it is. So it is going to be IPS 67, which means up to a meter. It's going to be waterproof, and it's going to be dust proof, and it's ruggedized. So all of the ports are water and they're sealed, so you can use it in any condition.
Okay. Speaking of the app ecosystem, the only place where the Windows Store, from a more consumer perspective, is with the limited number of apps. So yes, with the Workspace, HP is looking at the more corporate scenario, but is there anything that you can talk about on the apps front with Windows Store, or is HP doing anything to improve apps on Windows Phone?
I mean, I think for us, the great thing for us is there's 2 things I'll say about the apps, right? The first thing you got to realize is with this sort of processor, because more and more things are happening in the browser, you're going to get a much better browser experience, right? So most of these apps are starting to move to the browser already. So you'll see a much better browser experience. A lot of what you're seeing here actually is also web-based. So that's one advantage of the processor. The second thing I think is the Universal App Platform is really going to bring a lot of the applications that today are on Xbox and other platforms over to mobile, right? So I feel like in the next sort of 6 to 12 months, you're going to see a lot of announcement of great apps there. But we feel like Windows does have a core set of apps that we use, WhatsApp and Facebook and all those core apps, and all of them will come, and they'll work great on a device like this with a great big display and everything else.
Wow, so that seems to be a lot of information on the phone, and of course it's not just the phone that's there, but it's of course the dock and the laptop accessory as well. So you said pricing will be announced soon, but any availability time frame when you guys are planning to hit the market with this?
Yeah, our goal is to shoot for summer, which is sort of in the July-August time frame. The key reason for being at MWC is to give you an early preview of this. We're working with some great partners to take a device like this and do some really cool things. One thing I didn't mention is this device has 5 Pogo Pins in the back.
Okay.
And this is designed as a way so that you can design a jacket for this. Okay. We're working with partners that are going to make payment solutions with this. We're working with people who are going to create barcode scanners, right? Folks in the healthcare industry using this as a healthcare device. So it's really meant to be this great device, not just on the go, but now it can also become an extension for enterprises to do more things with it, right? Okay. And for a consumer, the great thing is more and more accessories will become available as our partners make more of them.
Yeah. Well, we seem to have answered most of the questions that were out here. Is there anything else that you think you missed out on that you would like to tell our audience before we can sign off?
I think the key message that we want to send across is that look at this device as your next generation PC, right? We're trying to solve not just a great phone problem, we're trying to solve the PC problem. With a device like this and the mobility and the ability for you to dock anywhere and run applications anywhere, and with a service like Workspace, we think we've actually brought to you a better PC experience more than just a better phone.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. This was great. Thanks.
All right.